What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Drive Talk Cars. And in today's episode, we're going to be addressing an issue that I've had for some time now, my glove compartment. The leather is coming apart from the actual glove compartment door. I've tried a few different things. I've actually looked on YouTube, couldn't find anything, so I thought maybe I should do a video and we can kind of work through this together, see if my solution works, and if not, maybe some of you guys have some tips of your own. You can leave in the comments down below. We can see if we can rectify this. But nevertheless, as you can see, the leather part is coming away from the main glove compartment door unit. So it's not that big of a deal because the door does close. It protrudes a little bit out here, but all in all, it's not too bad. What I don't like is that it blocks the light that is under here, the interior light at night, the ambient light. With this being pushed out, it doesn't show the light, and I don't like that. So we're gonna fix it today. All right, so the first thing we're gonna need is some type of adhesive. I'm using E6000 clear transparent flexible glue. It says it's industrial strength adhesive. We shall see if it really works. It also is paintable, so if I wanted to like go back over it and paint it black just so you couldn't see any of the glue, I can do that. Next, we have some clamps. I'm going to use a variety of sizes, bigger ones, smaller ones. This way you can clamp it down in place, the glove compartment, and make sure that it doesn't move and has pressure on it while it dries. Next, I'm using some shims. These are just, I don't even know if you need shims, but I'm using shims so it can provide kind of a flat surface. So when I do put the clamps on there, it won't really go into my leather, more so it'll go the pressure on here, so I don't make any indentions in my leather. So if you don't have shims, you can use a piece of wood or maybe even cardboard, just something so it'll protect your glove compartment from the actual clamps. And lastly, I have a steamer here. Nothing special, it's not an industrial steamer or anything like that, but I'm gonna use this to heat up the glove compartment, the leather on it. That way it can hopefully loosen up and it be more pliable, and I can stretch it more to where it's not so much tension on it while it's being glued. So these are the tools I'm going to use, and that should be all that I need to get the job done. So let's get started. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is use the steamer to loosen up the leather. Just going to apply it to where it warms up and it starts to get soft. And then we're going to move from that and put the glue on there and then tighten it up. So let's see what we get. All right, so we're applying the steam, and I think I'm gonna try to clamp it to conform it to the shape. I don't even know if the steam is hot enough, to be honest. I'm gonna clamp it and just see. So I haven't put any glue down yet. I'm just seeing what is the outcome of this heat. So I was reading somewhere where you have to be careful with the heat because you could make it worse by putting too much heat, and then now it's curling even more. So the first thing I'm going to do is just see if the shape of the leather has indeed changed after the steaming. And then I'm going to put some glue on there and then clamp it back. I mean, it's dry now, and typically once it dries, it's, you know, set in its form. But let's see, I'll wait a few minutes and then we'll take the clamps off and see what we have. All right, so let's take it off and see what we have. It looks like it did bring it in some, not a whole lot, but it did do a little something. First thing I'm going to do is go ahead and clean out these grooves here, just to try to get the cleanest surface as possible. Take out some of this old glue. All right, so a little change of plans. I forgot that I had some spray adhesive, and this is made for wood, metal, acrylic, carpet, laminate, and PVC. So this may work better to get down in the cracks between the door and the front leather part. So I'm gonna spray this down in there and then clamp it and then see what we get. So let's try. Try not to get it on the black part, but you know that sometimes that's how it goes. This part is a little closer, so it might be hard to get it down in there unless I just pull it back. All right, according to the can, we're gonna let it sit for about 10 minutes. All right, so we have kind of changed the plan of what we're gonna do. And instead of this glue or adhesive, I went with a spray adhesive. That way it can get down in there more in the crack. Supposed to take about 10 minutes to dry. We're gonna let it sit for probably about 20, just because the weather and the amount of tension it needs to hold on this. So give it a little longer time to dry, and we're going to check back on it in about 20, 25 minutes. All right, so it's been about 25 minutes, 30 minutes maybe, and let's take off the clamps and see what we get. All right, so this side has actually held up. That's in there. Got a little separation right here. So what I'm gonna do is go back and hit the little cracks with this adhesive and then clamp it again. Then I'm just gonna let it sit for a full 24 hours, I do believe. Yeah, because this is holding, and the inside, this side wasn't that bad. So let's put some glue down here. I'm gonna use a screwdriver just to smear it around to really get it into the cracks. All right, so let's take the clamp and put it back on there. And we're gonna let that sit for like a full 24 hours. So this side here is the worst side of the two. So let's see if it held up. Not bad, actually. Okay, so let's let this sit for 24 hours, come back tomorrow, and let's reveal the results. See you in 24, which is actually gonna be like 2 seconds. All right, so it's the next morning, and I'm gonna take the clips off and let's see what we got. All right, so that's on there really well. It looks a little rough where the glue is, but it is definitely holding up. I think the spray adhesive that got all the way down in here really helped out. Looks like I still have to address the middle a little bit, but that is doing well. So let's see how it does over time when it gets hot in the car and see if it holds up. But for now, it is looking good. So as you can see now with the glove compartment door closed, I can see the light. As I mentioned, there's a little piece right there that still needs to be pushed in a little bit more, but all in all, it is good. All right guys, there you have it. The glove compartment came out pretty good. If you have done something similar to this, or you have any techniques or tips that you could share with the channel, please leave a comment down below. Also, I'll have links to the products that I use in the description. And if you found value in this video, please give me that thumbs up. Consider clicking that subscribe button as well as that notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any future videos. And until next time, I'm out.